Good evening and welcome to Press Play. I'm your host, Cedric Fisher. Welcome to another episode of Press Play. If this is your first experience watching the show, Press Play is a broadcast from the family of fine programming at Black Video News Network, BVNN. You can find us at blackvideonews.com, like our Facebook page, Black Book Studios, and look for this show on our YouTube channel. Just go to your search bar, toss in Black Video Network, all one word, no spaces. Black Video Network, all one word, no spaces in YouTube. Once you get there, look for the subscribe button. We appreciate that. Scroll down, look for this particular episode of Press Play and press play. And by all means, when you're there, hit the thumbs up for us and like the show. We appreciate you coming to watch us on a regular basis. It has been a week of historic news and events, leading with the Breonna Taylor verdict that came down yesterday. And of course, there's tons of controversy, and we have decided to reserve judgment until the dust settles with this one. This is not done. Obviously, most of the Black leaders and African American leaders around the country have views on what's happening. It's created a lot of new negative energy that folks now want to get back out and do some marching and protesting. So we're going to keep you informed about the Breonna Taylor situation. You can find that on our website here, blackvideonews.com. Secondly, Sickle Cell Awareness Month is September, or September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month if you weren't aware of it. Now, I know we're almost out of the month, but there's still an opportunity for you to get involved. And I'm going to pull their website up here. You can go to sicklecelldisease.org/get involved, events National Sickle Cell Awareness Month. And you can get yourself somewhat involved in helping out this dreaded disease, which obviously has disproportionately hit our community historically. This is also the week that Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away. She's 87 years old, and she was one of the few remaining liberal judges on the Supreme Court. So,
because the fight isn't over yet.
You will see me choose to protect my community by wearing a face cover.
And even with my face covered,
you will see me.
As a son.
As a man with a never quit attitude.
As a fighter for change.
Join me in wearing a face cover.
To help stop the spread of the coronavirus.
Because this is one small act of kindness
that has the power to make a big difference.
This isn't about today.
It's about the next 10 years.
But this is something you can do today.
You can make a difference today.
By completing the 2020 census.
The census impacts hospitals,
schools,
public transportation,
and most importantly, our representation in government.
It gives us an opportunity to be heard.
It's easy.
It's only 10 questions.
So do your part.
Go to 2020census.gov and complete the census today.
What are you waiting for?
Hello, this is Cornell with Frost Bank.
Hi there, this is Terry with Frost.
Good evening, this is Franklin.
This is Robert with Frost.
Hello, this is Rosemary with Frost Bank.
One in 3 adults has prediabetes. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Does your life matter? Education, health, and finance can determine your future and explain your past. Pick up the latest edition of Black Life Texas Magazine, a monthly outlook on life with an African American focus. Life is what you make it, so live it in the black.
COVID-19 is still ravaging the community. Obviously, it hasn't gone away. Current numbers nationally, we just surpassed 200,000 fatalities. 200,000 Americans have died from COVID-19 this season. If we look at local numbers, if you go to our website, our blackimpactsab.org, which is our nonprofit arm, comprehensive website, all things COVID. If you go to our COVID-19 website, blackimpactsab.org, you'll see San Antonio, city of San Antonio across the tab. Across the top, click that on, and you'll come down to a site, a dashboard, which will show you that we currently have 53,000, just under 54,000 total cases here in Bexar County. And that's 1,073 deaths. 1,073 deaths. We don't necessarily have local numbers for today, but do know COVID is still out there. Do your best to social distance, protect yourselves, wear your mask. Obviously, keep your hands clean and just stay healthy. A good, strong immune system is a very strong defense against COVID. We're going to talk about some numbers here for the school districts. And if you just take a look here, obviously the Texas Education Alliance or the Texas Education Agency sent us some numbers here. Northeast ISD has a total of 11 student cases, 11 positive student cases, and that's 14 staff cases, and that's in Northeast ISD. Northside ISD has reported a total of 9 student cases, 35 staff cases. 9 student cases, 35 staff cases in Northside ISD. And these school districts that I'm reading off to you here are only the ones who have reported to TEA. So San Antonio ISD, 1 student case, 16 staff cases. And as you know, most public schools in Bexar County were allowed to return in multiple phases starting September 8th. So some haven't brought students back on campus yet. But again, these are the school districts who have reported into the TEA at this point. Students in Bernie and Comal County ISD gave students, or those school districts gave students the option for in-person learning from the first day of school starting in August. And we don't necessarily have numbers for them yet. Although Bernie ISD has reported 17 total cases for students, 5 staff cases. Okay, the State Department and TEA reported there are 3,400 cumulative positive student cases statewide. COVID-19 is still out there, everyone. Just want to recommend everyone be careful. All right, we're going to move on to our next topic, and that's Black history. Some of you may be aware that HBCU, historically black colleges and universities, do a special week where they do the majority of their fundraising. And this particular week was HBCU, let me just get over here, was the HBCU fundraising week. And one of the largest portals that did a very decent job with raising money was the sorority Alpha Kappa Alpha. You guys may be familiar with that group. Dr. Glenda Glover, the president and CEO, reports that on HBCU Impact Day, they raised over $1 million in that one day alone. And that's part of a 4-year, $10 million fundraising goal that was set by Dr. Glover's a couple of years ago. So last year they raised $1.6 million on HBCU Impact Day. This year, $1.3 million. Phenomenal day of raising funds for historically black colleges and university. Black History Moment. Of course, Breonna Taylor verdict came down yesterday, and it happens to be the exact same day that the officers or gentlemen were released or from the Emmett Till case. They were declared innocent and not guilty and walked away from the Emmett Till case. That was September 23rd, 1955. If you guys remember that case, it's very historic. Emmett Till's mom decided to have an open casket funeral just so the world could see the damage that had been done to her son from Jim Crow and all the other racial injustice that was going on back in the 1950s and 60s. September 23rd, 1955 was when the gentlemen were set free for the Emmett Till murder. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back with some more information. And of course, on Press Play, we also feature a special guest in every episode, and we'll be bringing that individual up soon. Stay tuned.